Alright traders, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my scalping session using pure price action. Right now we're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures. The structure of the market is presenting quite a decent uptrend working higher. So my goal as a price action trader is to always identify a solid channel because these candles are always part of a pattern. So as long as this channel is in play, I'm going to connect the first two major swings. I'm not thinking about selling. There was a decent pullback to the EMA before the open. And right now market is correcting a little bit, so I'm not thinking about selling. I'm expecting the correction phase to end and start buying again, because as long as this uptrend is in play, the trendline rule says if we're going to have a break, we need to get new extreme. Just like here, downtrend, break, new extreme. Alright cheers, I'm resuming the video as I entered new high, first entry long. Alright, I feel I didn't even manage to finish the sentence. This was a visual two-legged pullback. This was technically new high, first entry long, second entry long here. So this is technically a double trap, but because this is such a clear visual two-legged pullback, first leg down, break, second leg down, downtrend played out with the break, new extreme, and this is at the EMA, at the key entry point. And just like we talked about, we have an uptrend, so we expect a break and new extreme. I went for 6 contracts, scalping for 2 points, which we got it. Right now I'm leaving 1 contract open, and our runner just got hit. So there was no runner. This was only good for a scalp. But at least we got our scalp to start the day with. I still expect for price action to create new high according to trendline rules. Alright traders, I'm resuming the video because I'm thinking about widening the channel like this. It still fits pretty well. As you can see, it doesn't distort the price action here. But I would need to see a couple more pushes higher to widen the channel. But it is looking way more bullish. We never truly broke below EMA. Looking back, there was also triple test to support this double trap, visual second entry long. So even stronger setup. As you can see, scalping can sometimes be a little bit hectic, because you don't have much time to react. But once you see broad two-legged pullback, you have your channel and your bias. Just follow the price action rules. The bar was so small, you pretty much automatically have to take it. So you have a breaking new high. I'm going to be thinking about widening the channel, but we started with the trend structure, so let's see how strong the pullback is going to be. So because there's a possibility of wider uptrend, I'm not really thinking about reversal of held second entry long. This was quite a decent uptrend, and it looks like we may get the retest. So because the wider channel still kept the entire price action intact, there is no empty room, as if I would keep the tighter channel. So it allows me to widen the channel. So right now we could get possible failed second entry short to new extreme. I don't think I can risk high low just yet when there is no new low for this downtrend. The failed second entry short right now formed with a horrible doji, so I cannot go long just yet, especially if we are close to high today. This is new low, first entry short, second entry short. The sellers, this is the second attempt to get new low, but short-term channels, they're not as important. This big channel takes precedence in price action. So you don't have to be frantically looking to get new low. Instead, you can take the other side of these traders, because the main pattern, that's the main goal. We need to get new high. In fact, I'm going to take right now this. Okay, so I was really considering entering here on a failed second entry short, because it is basically still part of failed second entry short, the second bar. But I hesitated a little bit. I was a little bit unsure. As you can see, today the market is quite fast and you need to make quick decisions on your feet as a scalper. But I should have taken this because we predicted the failed second entry short beforehand. Everything we established happened. The downtrend is smaller pattern. The big pattern takes precedence. Now I really kick myself because I could have been 2-0 and done for the day this quickly after 50 minutes of trading. But nothing you can do part of trading. I hesitated a little bit. This is, you can see, the first bar that I wanted to enter was a doji. But this bar, the high is still very close to the initial bar. So you're not taking such a big risk. You're basically entering at a similar place as you would right here. And for this reason, EMA keeps holding. We need to get new high. This was a decent failed second entry short. Look at this big bearish bar. All the traders are selling, getting the new low here, but this is the main focus. We need to get new high, and you can take the other side. This is why it's called a trap, because this is a second entry short, okay? And downtrend is new low. This is why it's going to confuse so many traders. But if you understand the bigger context, which we do, you always follow the main trend. This is a great advantage and a great trap here. So the news came out positive. The market rallied higher. For this reason, I need to look for some bigger channel. Not the best channel I would like. Not that many confirmations, but it's the only best channel that I like drawing as of right now. As you can see, our runner actually here got stopped out to the very tick. Otherwise, we would have been able to ride this out and hold the runner all the way up. But there were 3 great setups straight off the bat. Right now, as you can see, the pullbacks are minimal. However, This was caused by the news. I'm going to be extra careful. Sometimes price action caused by the news may get a little bit haywire. So let's see if this will develop into a strong uptrend. So far, it looks like that. The corrections are very tiny. A lot of small bars right now working higher. So if we get a second entry long, it looks like I might have to risk it. Let's see how it forms. Price action pushed above EMA. Right now, I'm looking for a second entry long. The downtrend doesn't have fully break a new low. Clear one. So there's a chance we may push lower. But the uptrend was quite strong. So I'm still leaning bullish, getting the new high. I just need to time my entry properly. The main uptrend still needs to get new high, so I'm thinking about second entry long. So far price action keeps pushing higher, but we don't have no clear entry that would allow me to take advantage of the structure. Just a bunch of first entries, couple of breakout pullbacks, yes, but the key level is not really that static or important. Just a bunch of first entries, so there's going to be many second entry long before we're going to reach the new high. I could consider taking the long. The second entry long is just too far from the EMA, so I can't really take it. Our uptrend played out with the break, new extreme. Even the secondary channel played out. There was a very strong push below EMA, very strong bearish spike, so you're not thinking about buying. But there was no good second entry short at the key entry point, only first entry shorts. We had a nice pullback double trap at the EMA and two key entry points, the trend line at the EMA, but look at my signal bar. The signal bar was not great, plus we had short-term uptrend working higher, a lower high didn't form fully at the EMA, but you can see this is the key entry point, this is where we are looking for setups. Unfortunately, it was sideways with a bad signal bar. Had there been much better bar, I definitely would have liked taking a short here. So far the downtrend is still in play. We broke the main downtrend, so trendline rule says we need to get new low. I'm looking for a lower high confirmation setup so I can sell to get the new low. Alright traders, I'm resuming the video because I just entered a lower high confirmation setup of the second entry short of two key entry points. Now the signal bar is an inside bar, so for this reason I'm scaling down a little bit. Scaling to 5 contracts only because the signal bar is not ideal and the overall setup is slightly more aggressive because we didn't take above this bull bar. This is an inside bar, but it is off the main trend line, off two key entry points, the EMA. We have a new low, first entry short pullback, second entry short break, attempt to create new high, failed right at our trend line. So we have two key entry points. And for this reason, I'm deciding to risk it because the context is so strong. First two swings identified the trend line. Third swing confirmed it. Fourth swing confirmation again. So we have two key entry points. The downtrend is in play. We have a new low first entry or second entry short. The uptrend was in place, so I didn't want to take this short just yet. And the signal bar was not that great. But because there's a low high, once again, a little bit more aggressive, so I'm scaling down. But I still think we can manage to get small little scalp. Only 2 points. And even one contract as a runner. Let's see. Alright traders, we got flow, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place my stop loss to break even because anything we make is just a bonus. I'm not gonna be too greedy with the runner, I'm just gonna keep it here because there is some support here. So if we're gonna go back and make 4 or 5 points, then I'm gonna be gladly taking the runner. Let's see if this support will hold. But this was a lower high confirmation of the second entry short, but more importantly, two key entry points. That's the reason why I trust it. More aggressive due to the inside bar, but the context was so strong that I decided to scale down a little bit and risk it because the correction phase ended and the brand new push phase may start. Alright traders, our runner got stopped at break even, so I'm gonna wrap it up. These were our 2 trades for the day. The trendline rule today played out perfectly. We even started with the downtrend break new extreme. Uptrend played out, which evolved into wider channel, and even the wider channel had a break and a new extreme. So you can see you can predict the directional bias by following the channels. There's a rule how to draw these channels. It takes a little bit more time to be comfortable with this. It takes experience because your gut feeling will help you to identify which channel is correct. So if you're just starting out and you're struggling to find a channel, this is completely normal. But as you keep trading, you get more screen time, more experience. You will discover that basically all these channels, they follow rules, and it is pretty much the same thing every single time. Sometimes it is easy, sometimes it's a bit harder because price action is harder to read, but it's okay. You still want to learn these skills to understand what's happening. 2 channels played out with the breakthrough extreme, market reversed. Even though we're in trading range, I don't think we can go long because we push down so strongly. We never even touched the EMA. This is very strong, bearish momentum, so you cannot be buying. And by the way, there was no really good setup on the way up. Had this second entry long triple test at least been lower, you could have considered, but there is still a gap between the body and this support. So we can't really enter in just a bunch of first entries, so no real way for us to take it. I was playing at first overshoot, but once the overshoot was so long, because overshoot shouldn't be really longer than the channel, I decided to widen to this steeper channel. The channel got confirmed. We talked about that unfortunately the signal bar was not great. There was no great entry, but this is once again why we're looking for these channels, because there's important key entry point where all the smart traders are selling. Uptrend played out with the breaking extreme. You're starting to look to sell. Best thing would be to see a lower high below EMA, which there's a lower high here, but it is an inside bar. I mark this setup as more of a multiple test, but it is no real easy hypervolatile setup, so it is way more aggressive. Had this lower high at least been better, not inside bar, would have been great. And of course, there was no failed second entry long. Breaking new extreme. So what do you expect? Reversal or correction. And true to its form, perfect price action. New low, first entry short, second entry short failure. Reversal pattern. However, buying reversal pattern like this was quite a decent move down, and you form bar so big you would be buying at the very top of the move. Once again, context-wise, great setup. It just feels a little bit early trying to reverse such a strong downtrend like this on a dime. But this is why you follow the price action rules. After there's a break new extreme, you expect correction or reversal. Perfect trend line rule, break new high. Market reverse to the downside. Felt second entry long, potentially great. But this was inside bar again. There is a second entry short, but the signal bar is bullish bar. You cannot sell below bull bar. Every single time I don't see a good failed second entry long, but I still expect reversal. I'm looking for second entry short, but this time it formed with bullish bar. And then we had a great new high for a entry long, second entry long failure. Double top, great tier 1 signal bar. And this is the great setup because we had a break new high and strong break below EMA is indicating reversal. Okay, it's after failed second entry long, great bar, and look at the runner you could have had. This was really great trade. Great runner, and this was my last trade. Once again, break, new low, price action played out. This was the last high low, but this is of course way too late. You cannot really go long, just example for education. But trend line rule working absolutely perfectly today. Bunch of decent setups. This was a long area without a setup. I took a break throughout this entire area, but overall quite a decent day. If someone tells you the price action is random, don't believe them, because we can see there is a reason to every single movement in price action, and by understanding price action rules, we are able to navigate the markets. So I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.